Hello friends, how is it going? It's me, Betty Jean. We're continuing on with my makeup collection and declutter series for 2023. We are rolling into it. I think this is the second video in the series so far this year. And this is always the one that I just deem my miscellaneous collection and declutter. These are various things that I feel like I don't have enough of to give them their own video, so I cram them all into this one. I'm also dubbing this segment Taking Out the Trash because there was a lot of just like garbage in this one. Just random things that I've been hoarding and don't need. It was a whole thing. We're gonna be going over things like brows, mascara, lashes, eyeshadow primers, freckle products, little face crystals, things like that. Just random miscellaneous things. So if you're interested in basically my garbage and random extras, then stay tuned. This will be for you. And before we get into it, of course, I did film this look. It should already be up on my channel by the time this video goes up. It's from my video with the Glaminatrix Cosmetics Rich Romantic palette. That should already be up by the time this video goes up. As far as my accessories today go, this is just a basic choker. Who knows where it's from? These plugs are Love Kills Boutique, and I'll shout out this sweater because it's actually new. This is from Not Your Average Babe. You can use my affiliate code battybean to save on their site. And then also just a few housekeeping things. I always have to say these in these videos or else the world ends. But number one, please don't get offended if I happen to declutter your favorite makeup item. I am just so thrilled that it's your favorite. It's just not mine, and that's okay. We all have different preferences, and I'm so happy it works for you because it would be a shame if it didn't work for anybody. Also, please don't ask me to send you anything. I don't think you would ask for any of these in particular because that would be quite gross, but don't ask me to send you anything. I feel very icky and weird giving used things to people I don't know. I give dibs to friends and family, and I donate what I'm able to. But I'm pretty sure anything that wasn't unopened ended up getting like tossed or recycled because these were just like gross things that you don't really give away to other people when they've been used. And last but not least, don't feel pressured to declutter your collection if that is not what's right for you. It's just what's right for me. I like to do a little reset at the end of every year, give you guys an overview of what I do have in my collection, and also take out the trash, get rid of some things that I'm not using, curate it down a little bit more to something more comfy for me. Yeah, without further ado, let's just hop in and we will get on to the actual collection and declutter. All right, friends, hello. We're gonna get into what I call my miscellaneous declutter. We are gonna be talking about random things that I just don't have enough of to give their own category. There are things in here that are probably half used and then forgotten about. There are gonna be things that I've been hoarding for no reason that I haven't even opened. So we're gonna condense it down. We have 64 total things to go over. I'm fairly certain we can get this down to 40 or less. I think there's a lot of things I can probably get rid of. So let's just get into it. We're gonna go in no particular order. Let's just start with the easy stuff, like some stuff that I know I'm gonna keep. All right, stamps. I have these 3 stamp pens from ColourPop, the Moon, Star, and Heart. I use these actually fairly frequently, so I'm gonna keep these. Starting off strong with stamps. Started with 3, decluttered none. Now I still have 3. I guess we'll just roll right into freckles also. Freck XL and Freck Noir. Actually, my Freck Noir is basically empty. I think I'm just gonna get rid of this one. I still have a little bit of the Freck XL. At this moment that I'm filming this, I have already ordered the Nabla freckle pen actually from Ulta. It's not here at this moment. It'll probably be here by the time this video goes up, so I might have already been testing it out and using it. But at this moment, this is currently the only one I have, and I'll keep it until it's gone and I have a new one to try out. And I probably will replace this one at the next Sephora sale because I always get the XL because it's a better value, and then I always wait for a Sephora sale because that makes it also a better value. So I'll keep this one. Moving on to sponges. Well, I have one unused, albeit kind of dirty from other makeup, but unused Juno & Co sponge, and I have 5 unused sponges from Salem. Salem Cosmetics actually makes my favorite sponges, and they're really cheap. They're only like $5. So I usually stockpile them, so I have a bunch at a time. So I'm gonna keep the 6 unused ones. Even though this one isn't my favorite anymore, it's unused, so I might as well keep it and use it when I can. Now these 2 are very old and dirty. This one's actually still kind of new. I only started using this like a week and a half ago, so I still have some time left with it. So I'm gonna keep this one and continue using this particular one. Started with 9 sponges, got rid of 2. Now I have 7 sponges. This is going great. I have some of these little gemstone packets. I do like to use gemstones every so often. These ones clearly I've been using, these 3. I have 4 sheets right now. I've been holding on to this AF94 one And I think I still will, although maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just give this one to a friend since it's unopened, because I won't use the stickers. And like the only ones that are really appealing the most to me are these black stars, and I can get that with a stamp instead because it's a very similar effect because it's still not that shiny. Yeah, I'll just give this unopened pack to a friend. I've literally had this since last year and I've done nothing with it, so I might as well like give it to a friend. I kind of like these smaller sheets of like more rhinestone-y ones anyways. These are just from ColourPop. I probably will buy more at some point once I run out of these completely. There were 4, now there are 3. Let's move on to something a little more exciting now. Let's do like lashes. I have a good amount of lashes to talk about. All right, lashes and glue and things. In this particular category, I have 14 total between lashes and glue. Let's just start with the keeps. I have multiple pairs of bright lashes that I'm using. Some are unopened. I love this style. I got sent a pair of this when I got the Angela Bright and Sigma collab and I fell in love. So I bought 2 more pairs because they're just so good. I love these half lashes. They're so comfy and cute. And then I also just picked up all the other ones. So these are Flirt. Obviously haven't used these yet, but they're so stinking pretty. These are Flare, which I have been using. I have them stacked on top of each other. But Flare are still really nice. These were Vivid. They're downstairs in my bathroom currently because I wore them yesterday and didn't bring them back downstairs, but these still count. I still have some life with them. And then this is the Lash Graveyard. There are 3 different pairs of lashes in here. I believe these are Wicked from Blend Bunny over here. I think this is an old pair of Noella lashes that no longer exists. Honestly, this might be Noella as well. These are really old. I don't even know why I'm hanging on to these. I think in my head, I'm like, oh, but I need like big lashes around too. But really, I haven't been wearing big lashes. And if I get the desperate urge to wear big lashes, I'll just buy more. These are quite old. So I need to get rid of all 3 of these. It's so gross. Speaking of gross, I've been hanging on to these particular lash glues for long enough. They're so gunky and nasty. I need to get rid of these because I have plenty of lash glue still. I have 2 unopened clear ones. And then I also have a pack that has a clear and a black. I like to use both. I like to use the black on my lash band itself so it doesn't get like a white residue when I apply it. And then I do a thin layer of the clear on my lid itself next to my lashes so that they kind of like stick together like super seamlessly. But I will also use the black if I'm using like a black liner, like I'll put black on the black as well. So I have plenty of lash glue. I needed to get rid of those gunky, nasty ones. So keeping those. All right, in the lashes, lash glue category, I started with 14, got rid of 5, now I have 9. Let's keep with lashes and move on to mascaras. All right, I got 10 here. The amount of unopened ones is astounding that I'm hoarding them. So I did become more of a mascara girly over this last year. I was very much someone who was not comfortable with my natural lashes, but it's just because my lashes are very straight and they're kind of short and they're kind of stubborn. But I have found if I just really take the time to curl them really well and then use a waterproof mascara, they actually hold up pretty nicely and I actually don't mind the way it looks. So with that being said, I need to get rid of some of the mascaras I've just had as backup that I was using just to wear with lashes that aren't waterproof, do not hold a curl for me personally. Still not bad mascaras, they're just not what I personally need. I literally need a heavy duty, like volumizing waterproof mascara. So with that being said, these 2 unopened Milk Makeup Kush mascaras and the Rare Beauty mascara. These were fine wearing with lashes because they're really black and they blend nice, but by itself, it just doesn't do enough for me. So I need to give these to a friend. And then all 3 of these minis are unopened as well. I have a mini Kush, a mini Milk Makeup Rise, and a mini Rare Beauty one. I don't know why I was hoarding these, but I'll give these to friends as well. And that just leaves me with these, which I think I'm pretty comfortable with. I think I still have like, I actually probably do need to declutter these soon. I've had these for a while. I do try to declutter my mascara every 3 months or so just to make sure I'm not being unhygienic near my eyeball as far as lashes go, because that's right next to your eyeball. That's one of the only things I try to be strict about, and I think I have had these about 3 months. So I need to declutter these, but that leaves me with 2 unopened waterproof ones. The Big Mood waterproof actually does work pretty well. I've used it before and I liked it, so that's why I bought another one. And I haven't tried this CoverGirl one yet. I bought 2 at the same time to give them a try. I liked this one in the orange packaging, so I figured I would also try the green. So yeah, I think I'll get rid of these. I think they're old enough and I'll just be left with these 2 and then I'll buy more at some point. Well, that one was a little more ruthless. I started with 10, I decluttered 8, and now I have 2. So let's move on now to eyeshadow primers. This is gonna be a really fast declutter. I was just like, let's just throw out all the trash and make a video about it, apparently. All right, eyeshadow primers. We have 11 here. That includes glitter primer, regular eyeshadow primer. I use an eyeshadow primer every day. First things first, let's talk about glitter primers. Let's talk about glitter primers first. So I really like the shimmer stay. I like the applicator on this. It's very different than the other ones I have, which are in more of a squeezy tube. This one's really nice. And I do reach for it frequently, so I will keep this one. And then between the NYX glitter primer and the Unearthly Glimmer Grasp, they are very similar, but if I had to pick a preference, it's still gonna be the NYX one. I like just the, maybe, I don't know, there's just something about it I like more. I can't even put my finger on it, so I think I will just declutter the Unearthly one, keep the NYX one. However, I've had this particular NYX one for a couple years, if you can't tell. And I've had this unopened one sitting in my drawer, I think for at least a year, year and a half. Like I've just like had a backup ready to go. So I think I'm just gonna use the backup and get rid of the old crusty one. I think it's time. And there were regular eyeshadow primers. So let's see here. I have two alter ego ones, one that I have opened, one that I have unopened. I think I'll just go ahead and declutter the unopened one. I keep this one around honestly to use for like arm swatches. Like it's fine on the eyes, like it works fine. It's just not my #1 favorite. Like I have ones that I prefer, but I keep this kicking around for like swatches and stuff, just to prep the skin and whatnot. So I'll keep it around for that very specific reason. I honestly forgot about this Gainesville one. It was fine. I used it for a little while, but not memorable enough, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. The Sigma eyeshadow base, I do still really enjoy this one. I haven't used it in a little while, but it's a really nice kind of smoother, like almost putty texture, like it's like a creamy stick. This works really, really well and also covers up like discoloration on the eyelids. The Urban Decay Primer Potion. I do like this one. They actually just sent this to me recently when they sent the Something About Metal eyeshadow palette that I will be honest, I wasn't interested in, and not a single one of my followers voiced wanting to see something with this. So I ended up giving that one to a friend. But I haven't opened this. Maybe I should just give this to a friend too. I don't really need to hoard eyeshadow primer. And then there were the Milk Makeup ones, and I'm gonna keep both. This is actually a very new Milk Makeup Hydro Grip, so I'm not gonna run out anytime soon, but this is my #1 favorite primer, so I might as well keep both of these because I will go through them. By the way, my cat is now currently next to me. If you hear her little meows, that's what's going on. All right, we'll start with 11, got rid of 5, now I have 6. Let's close this out with brow products. I, for some reason, have a weird assortment of brow products. All right, I have 11 things here, various things from gels to pens to pencils to pomades. Let's go over pomades first. I have these two brow pomades from KVD Beauty. We have Walnut and Bleach. Walnut is my go-to if I'm filling in my brows. Bleach is obviously for the bleach brow look. I have not touched Walnut in this entire year, I don't think. I've only used pens and pencils, so I just don't think I'm a pomade person right now. If I change my mind down the road and decide I want to be a pomade person again, I will go buy one. So I'm gonna declutter this, it's quite old. And while bleach is also quite old, and I don't reach for this very often, I do every so often get the urge to do like a bleach brow, usually around Halloween. I feel like it makes for a really cool witchy look. So I'm keeping it for a very specific purpose, with hopefully the motivation to do it more often because I think it's really fun. Pens and pencils, NYX Lift and Snatch. This is my favorite brow pen. This is an ash brown. I like the tip that's on it. It's really precise, really pigmented. I actually have a new one on the way from Ulta, and once that arrives, I will declutter this one for that one because this one's getting kind of low, but in the meantime, I will keep it. I've also been really enjoying this Rare Beauty pencil. It's in the shade, what are you? Deep brown. It has a spoolie on one end, pencil on the other. It's almost gone, but I'm just gonna keep using it until it's gone because I have been enjoying it. Now this one from Milk Makeup is weird. It's in the shade Dutch. It's like a weird, like, it's almost like a pomade in a stick. It's kind of waxy. It's a little weird. It's kind of hard for me to use. It's like hard to be precise with it. Not my favorite thing. I'm gonna declutter it. I did find this Lawless brow pencil though in the shade Teddy Bear. I didn't even know I had this, but I did use the Lawless pencils, I don't know, earlier this year they sent me a couple and I enjoyed them. So I'm gonna keep this because I'm getting low on that Rare Beauty one, and then I'll have a pencil option. So I'm gonna keep it. And then there were gels. The NYX Thick It Stick It is my favorite. Mine's in the shade, what shade are you? Espresso. I actually do have another one of these on its way from Ulta right now because this one's almost gone. So just like the Lift and Snatch pen, I will keep this until the other one arrives, and then I will declutter this one. But in the meantime, I will keep it. But it's getting so gross. It's like covered in gunk brow gel residue everywhere. But this is so good. It fills in your brows and holds them in place. This is fantastic. The Milk Makeup Kush one is okay. I feel like I've been just using it for the sake of using it, but I'm also not obsessed with it. It just doesn't like give me the fluffiness that the Thick It Stick It does. And since I do have a refill on the way currently, I think I will go ahead and let this one go because I don't like need it. I was kind of just using it out of necessity. And then this Lawless one, the Hold It Set Creamy Brow Wax. I wanted to love this so bad. It's just a little too creamy waxy for me, which is what it's described as. I get that. It's just, it does a little too much creaminess, not enough hold. So I'm gonna get rid of this one also. And I have a couple clear ones. I have the Rare Beauty one and the Milk Makeup one. The Rare Beauty one is actually pretty good. I think it holds pretty nicely. I do have a new clear one coming in from NYX soon from Ulta. What's it called? I forget what it's called, but in the meantime, I have been using this one and enjoying it, so I'll keep this one around for now. And then the Milk Makeup one, similar to the tinted one, it's just like, it's fine. It's just not quite enough. So I think I'm gonna let this one go as well. I don't really need to hang on to it anymore. And yeah, just like eye primer actually started with 11, decluttered 5. Now I have 6. I gutted this. I feel very satisfied. Like I just took out the trash. I'm going to get my final totals together and then I will report back. All right, so we started with 64 total things. I was able to declutter 27 of those things and I am left with 37. So I reached my goal. I said I wanted to get it below 40 and I did. And I feel like this was very successful, just truly cleaning out the garbage, getting rid of things that I was hoarding for no reason. And I feel very satisfied with that. So for those of you who like to see it visually, here is a picture of all 64 items that I started with. So many things that I did not need to keep. Here are the 27 things that I ended up decluttering, much needed and lots of garbage. And here are the 37 things that I'm keeping, things that I'm actually using and enjoying and reaching for, and things that replenish things that I need, stuff like that. I feel very satisfied by this. I hope this was interesting to you. I know this is usually like the most boring part of the declutter series, but in a way it's also very satisfying because it just feels very much like a true declutter in the sense that there's like actually trash that needs to go. But yeah, let's zoom out and finish up this video. Thanks so much for watching my video. I don't think this will be the most exciting one out of the whole series, but it is very like cleansing for me to do this part of the series. It's very like, let's completely reset and get rid of the actual garbage that's sitting around in my collection. Also, side note, I filmed the declutter portion of this like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And since then I've acquired 5 packs of Lethal Cosmetics crystals, which I'm currently wearing some of them. So add that to the final tally. And Velour has also sent me like various packs of lashes, one of which I'm wearing right now, but I'll be honest, I don't really like this style. They're kind of ugly, so probably won't wear those again. But nevertheless, you can add a few pairs to that tally as well. But yeah, this is my miscellaneous collection and declutter. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to know what your favorite items are from each of those various categories that I talked about today. Do you love any of the ones that are my favorites? I would love to know. If you made it to the end of this video, we did a miscellaneous collection, so give me some miscellaneous emojis. Just give me random weird emojis that you don't really ever use. I would love to see them scattered about in the comments. Also, please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can go follow me over on Instagram. I'm battybean over there as well. And also feel free to subscribe. I'm posting every single day in the month of October. Also feel free to join my channel memberships. The link to sign up will be down below. You'll get fun little perks, including a members only get ready with me once a month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.